morning mist still clung to the air at Atlanta's gateway transit hub, wrapping around tired commuters. It was the kind of Monday that promised nothing but routine, a slow hum of lives unfolding. But then, a routine morning shattered. Officer Lena Brooks leaned against her patrol car, a quiet strength etched into her features. A veteran, she'd seen the raw edges of the world. At her side stood Max, her loyal Labrador. His sleek black coat, peppered with grey, marked years of service. Max wasn't just any dog. He was a retired canine from the Atlanta Police Department's explosives unit, a hero who'd saved lives running towards danger when others fled. His quiet retirement was now interrupted by a pilot program, bringing him back to assist Lena. Their bond was silent yet solid. The station's PA system crackled, commuters hurried by, everything was normal. Until it wasn't. Max stopped mid-stride. "Max, what is it?" Lena followed his gaze. His ears perked, body froze. A low, guttural growl rumbled from his chest, a sound Lena hadn't heard from him since his most intense training days. Then he lunged, pulling Lena towards a tattered maroon suitcase beneath a bench. No tag, no owner, just scuffed corners. Max's behavior had flipped from casual to combat mode. Lena squinted. "Okay, that's not right." Max began scratching frantically at the suitcase. This wasn't for narcotics or explosives. This was different, desperate. Lena's instincts screamed. She waved a hand to a nearby transit officer. "Clear the platform. Get everyone back now." Commuters stared. A security guard asked, "Bomb threat?" "Could be," Lena answered, hand on her weapon. "Could be worse." Max whined, scratched again. Then he sat stiff, silent, eyes locked on the suitcase, like it was haunted. This wasn't just a forgotten bag. Suddenly Lena heard it, a faint, muffled sob. Not an adult, not an animal, a child. Her heart pounded. "God," she whispered, "there's someone in there." The suitcase moved, just an inch. Every instinct screamed. Protocol demanded waiting for the bomb squad. But the whimper, the movement, Max's unwavering focus, it all screamed urgency. Max barked twice, loud and sharp, his signal for human life detected. That was it. Lena dropped to her knees and unzipped it. The zipper gave a reluctant rasp. A pungent smell hit her first. Sweat, duct tape, old cloth. Then she saw it, a small pink and yellow sneaker, then wide, terrified eyes blinking. A boy no older than 4, mouth taped, wrists bound, knees pulled to his chest. He was alive. "Jesus!" Lena gasped. She pulled the child into her arms. He didn't cry, didn't speak, he just trembled. Max licked his tiny hand gently and the boy blinked. Lena radioed again, her voice shaking slightly but clear. "This is Brooks. We have a live child, abducted. Request ambulance and immediate trauma response." Paramedics arrived, a flurry of motion. The boy was rushed to Mercy Pediatric ER. Lena rode with him, Max never leaving the boy's side. In the ER, the boy's blank, hollow stare spoke of deep trauma. Lena wondered, how long? Who? Why no missing report? Meanwhile, back at the bus station, investigators had only one question. Who left a living child zipped inside a suitcase? The suitcase had no prints, no name, no tag. Detective Sam Miller reviewed surveillance footage. A person in a grey hoodie left the suitcase, calm and precise, like they'd done it before. A chilling thought. Sam noticed a pink and white woven friendship bracelet on the suspect's wrist, subtle clue. Max refused to leave the hospital. He whined as doors closed between him and the boy, standing guard outside the ER room. Dr. Ava Sharma, the ER lead, confirmed the boy was stable but dehydrated, hypothermic, with binding marks. He hadn't spoken a word. Lena brought Max into the room. At the sound of Max's name, the boy blinked, his tiny fingers twitched. Max came closer and rested his chin on the edge of the bed. Slowly, the boy reached out and touched the dog's ear, then buried his hand in Max's fur. The boy trusted the dog. A monumental victory. Lena brought Max home that night, the boy's guarded eyes haunting her. Her phone buzzed, an unknown number, text only. I did what I had to. He's safer now, don't look for me. Untraceable. Max growled, not at Lena but toward the door. He sensed an unseen presence. Lena grabbed her pistol, moving to the window. Nothing, no shadows, just rustling leaves. Max led her to the porch. A plain brown box sat there. Max sniffed, then pulled back. Inside, a child's drawing of a boy and a dog, a pink sock, a photo of the boy asleep, and a note, "I kept him safe, now it's your turn." Someone had been watching. The next morning, Lena learned the boy wasn't reported missing. Someone hid him their entire life. Sam found M. Hollis on a suitcase lining. In the hospital, Lena showed the boy his drawing. He whispered, "Scout?" Later, he finally spoke his name. Miles. Sam found a burned cabin in the woods near Blue Ridge, Georgia. Inside, drawings like Miles's, a mattress, toys. This wasn't just a place to hide. It was his home. Lena found a photo in her mailbox. The boy with a woman. On the back, "He called me Mama, but I wasn't." Just someone who tried to be. Lena called Sam. "We're not dealing with a traditional abduction. This woman didn't steal him. She might have rescued him." Lena looked at the photo, the words swirling. "He called me Mama, but I wasn't." It sounded like surrender. But why the suitcase? Max sniffed the photo, turning his head to the wind. "Come on, partner," Lena said. "Let's go ask some hard questions." Blue Ridge felt sleepy. Sam met Lena near the trailhead to the burned cabin. "You ready for this?" "Never am," Lena smirked. They hiked, Max leading, ears pricked. The cabin, a blackened frame, was unsettling. Inside, chalk drawings, stick figures, a smiling sun, a crude dog. On one wall, a hand-drawn calendar, taped together, each day marked with stars or hearts. She was tracking something, Sam muttered. Routine. Behavior. Safety, Lena said. This wasn't some hiding place. This was her version of structure. Max stiffened, finding burned children's books behind a broken chair. One title. Scout and the Big Brave Day. That's the name he whispered, Lena realized. Scout? Not Max. Scout. The photo was developed in Marlow, a town with a free clinic. Lena felt a spark. She took the kid there, paid cash. At the clinic, Cassie, the receptionist, remembered Willow, the woman in the photo. She had bruises. Didn't trust shelters. She'd left an emergency number. Lena snapped a photo of the number. Later at a diner, Sam and Lena mulled over the clues. The photo's flowers matched the cabin's field. She's hiding in plain sight, Lena concluded. And if we don't find her soon, someone else might. The phone number from the clinic pinged in Whispering Pines, north of the Chattahoochee National Forest. Deep woods. Lena and Sam followed Max into the trees. They found a makeshift cabin. Smoke curled from the roof. Someone was home. Lena drew her weapon. Then a voice called out, "You can put your guns down. I'm not going to run." Camilla Rain stepped out, tired but gentle. "You found him, didn't you?" Lena nodded. "He's safe." Camilla trembled. "Good. That's all I ever wanted." As Sam cuffed her, Camilla looked at Lena. "Why the suitcase, Camilla?" Her voice cracked. "Because I was being followed. I panicked. I had no time. I knew the only place he'd be found quickly was somewhere a canine would notice. It was stupid, but it was all I had left." That night, Lena reflected. The justice system didn't always get it right, but a woman's instinct, a dog's training, and a boy's trust that had saved him. Not the badge, not the system, just love and loyalty. The courthouse was quiet that morning. Camilla Rain stood before the judge, voice steady. "I didn't take him to hurt him," she said. "I took him because no one else would listen, and because I knew if I left him there, he wouldn't survive." She spoke her truth. Lena sat in the back row with Miles, clean, fed, and finally smiling. Max lay at his feet, his tail thumping gently. The prosecutor recommended leniency. The judge ordered community service for Camilla, and temporary custody for Miles, with a vetted foster family or qualified public servant. "What?" Lena whispered to the advocate. The woman smiled. "The board's willing to consider your home if you're willing to foster him." Lena looked at Miles. He reached for her hand and nodded. A new family was born. Weeks followed: paperwork, counseling, home visits. Lena's small home became a true family space, filled with puzzles, sketchbooks, and Max's fur. Miles, quiet at first, began calling her D and Max M. Max became Miles's shadow, his silent protector. He was more than instinct, he was devotion. Slowly, Miles began to heal. He laughed when Max barked at the vacuum cleaner. He beamed with a new backpack. He no longer drew suitcases, but open fields, sunshine, trees, sometimes a small house with a tin roof and a dog named Scout sitting on the porch. One Saturday, Sam called. "Turn on the news. A state agency was under investigation. Camilla's accusations about sealed abuse reports were factual. The system had failed. Justice wasn't just a word, it was a door that had finally opened." Camilla was released. She declined media, retreating quietly. But she met Lena and Miles at a park. She brought a stuffed bear and Scout and the Big Brave Day. Miles ran to her, hugged her, then said, "You did keep me safe." Camilla smiled. "I tried, baby." Lena watched from a bench, Mac's head on her thigh. It wasn't a fairy tale ending, but it was real, and that was more than enough. A month later, Lena and Max were honored at Atlanta City Hall. The mayor spoke of heroism. Lena knelt beside Max, who wore a shiny new tag and ribbon. "You saved him. You saved us both." Miles ran onto the stage, hugging them. That night, Lena tucked Miles into bed. "You ever scared anymore?" He shook his head. "Because of Max," he thought. "Because I know I'm not lost anymore." Lena kissed his forehead. "You were never lost, kid. You were just waiting to be found." From that day forward, people at the Gateway Transit Hub stopped Lena and Max. Some to shake her hand, some to pet Max, some just to say thank you. It started with a suitcase and a growl, but ended in something greater. A second chance, a found family, a town forever changed. Thank you for following Miles, Max and Lena on this emotional journey. Stories like this remind us of how deeply dogs can sense the things we miss, how they protect without question, love without conditions, and fight for us even when the world won't. What would you have done if you were in Lena's shoes that morning at the bus station? Would you have trusted the dog's instinct or waited for protocol? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Heroes for Animals for more powerful stories like this, true tales of courage, compassion, and the animals who never stop fighting for us.